Keelan, I can't think of a better person to sit in for the film room this week because, in a way, not only was the Oklahoma State win monumental for your team, but you made a little of your own personal history in this game with your first touchdown catch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Felt great.
If you don't mind, let's get into this play. What's the call, and what is the plan going into this play to get you into the end zone, receiving a touchdown for the first time at BYU?
Okay, so we was coming out the huddle. You know, it's like a fake over, route back to the corner, kind of. So I kind of noticed that safety had been like playing with his eyes, like looking in the backfield all game, because I know I had some blocks where I had to push crack and go get him for LJ, and he just was shooting down hard. So when I ran the route, as I kind of like sold the over, I seen from the jump of the snap, he kind of like just staring Jake down. So when I sold the over and I came back out, I knew I had got him, and then Jake threw a dime. But
you run the sail almost.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Like the sail, yes, sir.
To that boundary over there, and then you do a good job to stay in bounds here, Keelan. They had to review this to make sure that your toe didn't go out of bounds.
Yes, I came to the sideline and Coach Spencer was like, "Oh, Key, they called it back. They say you stepped out of the 3." And my heart just dropped. I'm like, wow. And then we looked back up and they let it roll.
And this makes it even better because you don't want to hit that touchdown celebration and then have it called back.
Yeah,
so what's happening here?
I was kind of like just shocked that I scored. You know, that's my first receiving TD here, so I was just kind of shocked. So that's why I kind of froze. And then I did the dance too fast to where I left Darius still dancing. So we got to the sideline. Darius like, "Man, why you stop?" I was like, "I ain't want to get a flag. I ain't know what to do."
I almost like the in the mirror celebration. It's almost like Darius is doing it delayed. Just tell people you did it that way on purpose.
Yeah,
like I wanted to do it, and then he wanted to do it 3 seconds after.
Yeah, they was clowning us on social media, saying we couldn't dance and stuff though. But I'm working on it. You know, Darius the best dancer on the team, so we getting it right. He's getting it right.
Now let's fast forward to the drive.
Yes, sir.
What's going through your mind when Darius gets into the end zone?
You know, like I had the ankle problem, so I'm thinking like, okay, JoJo catch the dig, I'm going right back in the sub, and we gonna score it. My spat was like rubbing the back of my heel. So I asked Coach to give me a sub, and that's when JoJo come in. I was going to go right back in.
Okay, so, and I'm glad you bring up JoJo. So JoJo comes in to replace you.
Yes, sir.
And Darius tells me that JoJo is the primary target.
Yeah, he was.
On the game-winning play.
Yes, sir.
So what's happening there from the 35-yard line when JoJo is the guy?
So we're driving. You know, Chase and Darius have 2 clear routes. Chase has to get over across the field. Darius runs up the seam, and JoJo cuts off of Darius once he clears the seam. But just so happened, you know, JoJo gets there a little early. You know, Jake gets a little pressure, so he tried to throw it in, but Darius just having to get rerouted, like get bumps off his route, and turns around and having to be right there in the spot to catch the ball. At the moment when Darius scored, I ran and jumped on the little trainer table with Trey. And we just like, just was yelling, just like, I had a headache. When I hugged you, I had a headache. So I was just like out of it, I had a headache. It was crazy though. It was a crazy feeling, you know, to keep that undefeated record, you know what I'm saying? Take it 1 week at a time. It felt great.
Well, congratulations on an unforgettable moment, playing in front of just a raucous LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd. You're 7-0, now it's UCF. What does a win like this, because it wasn't your prototypical dominant BYU win like you've had this year. You had to grind for this one. So what does this do to help you get ready for UCF in the remainder of the season?
Oh yes, sir. We know once they scored that with 1 minute left in the game, coach came up to us and said, yeah, "This is going to show us who we are." And, you know, the guys, like, you know what I'm saying, like I told you, we work this every week, every weekend. You know, we work it before the games in the hotel. And so once we did it, we knew what we could do at any moment of the game. You know, we drove down there in a minute. Like Jake, you know, I'm pretty sure people was kind of upset with like how he was playing or whatever, but you know, like you can't never underestimate that guy. You can't never underestimate him, put nothing past him, because he can do it all.
Heart of the champion.
Yeah, he led us to that undefeated game.
Well, and congratulations on your first touchdown catch. It's about time, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was due time.
You scored plenty of touchdowns. It's wild that you had a kickoff return for a touchdown before you had a receiving touchdown. But yeah, here we are.
Yes, sir. I didn't even know how to feel once I called it, because I haven't scored a receiving touchdown in so long. But, you know, God makes everything happen for a reason.
Hey, listen, Twinkle Toes Marion over there on the sideline, staying in bounds, man.
They say wear white cleats at home, so that's safe.
This is great advice. So many words of wisdom from you, Keelan.
Yes, sir.
Congrats, my friend. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me. Felt good.